Hello, everybody! Hi! Welcome! Thanks for joining me for Thousand Year Door Thursday. I think I regret the fact that I'm just now realizing that I could use alliteration, and so, stop me when you see me misusing it. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It's really lovely to see you all. I'm very excited for the potential end of chapter that we might have coming up, depending on how badly I fail at some of the fights that we have. But yeah, I'm really glad that you're all with me to see the end of my wrestling journey, I guess. And so, yes! And so just a few things. I'm not gonna get distracted by K-Menzel. Paper Mario and the Thursday Year Door. Okay, I am gonna get distracted by Petulant Cobra though, and then I'm gonna try to get myself back on track. So thank you so much for everybody who is resubbing. I realized that, yeah, it is that time. I've been doing this thing as an affiliate for more than a month now. So thumbs up, and thank you for the resubs. Specifically, I remember Fellerings, Vikstraws, and Petulant Cobra. I think K-Menzel did it last time, because K-Menzel, was way too hot on the sub button. I wasn't even streaming, and he subbed, as soon as I got the status. So, he gets his own subversary it's fine. It's fine. Petulant Cobra, thank you for redeeming. Keep doing what you're doing. I will continue smiling, I assume, based on that feed, yeah? So that's fine. You're right, Vikstraws. He does not seem to like contributing to hype trades, which is, so anti-hype. But speaking of hype, I actually have a new channel redemption today. So as K-Menzel pointed out in chat several messages ago, I have chalk for my chalkboard. I'm honestly not sure how visible that is, so I'm going to switch over to a different screen for just a second and the music is going to cut out. But I actually have a chalkboard, and it has chalk and an eraser, which is pretty fantastic, and it means... K-Menzel, thank you for the cheer of 100 bits, and that message is not a contribution to a hype trade. That seems true. And amuses me. So it means that I now have a channel redemption that has to do with setting the word of the day, quote of the day, thought of the day. If there is something you want me to write on this chalkboard, I can only do that once per stream, but I will erase and write out whatever thing you want to be immortalized on the chalkboard within reason, within what is appropriate. I do reserve the right to say, no, I am not putting that on a chalkboard, but thank you for making me laugh and then refunding your points. Assuming I can figure out how to do that. So there's lots of assumptions going on, and we're going to see how this goes. K-Menzel, thank you for the 100 bits, and for again offering no contribution to any hype train. I think you might be offending Vikstraws, so Vikstraws, just let me know if you need me to unmod him so that you can, do stuff. I just feel like I should know how to do that thing. Is it in the reward queue? Because if it's in the rewards queue, I can figure it out, I'm sure. Thank you, K-Menzel, for the 100 bits and for contributing a corgi to this conversation. Okay, cool. Thank you to my wonderful mod Vikstraws for teaching me how to do the thing. So yes, if you redeem a word that I am not comfortable putting on my chalkboard, I will refund that and someone else will potentially get an opportunity to suggest a word. So, I don't know. It's kind of just up to you guys, and we'll see how long this takes. Thank you, Fellerings, for the 100 bits, and for moving us towards a potential hype trade. So that's exciting. I'm not sure if K-Menzel could keep his promise that he was not contributing to a hype trade anymore. But we'll see, because we aren't... Oh, thank you, Vikstraws, for the 6 bits? That's 6 bits? I think I'm counting those right. For the cutesy little cheer bits. That's very exciting, and I love it, and that's great. We are apparently 57% of the way towards a level 1 hype train, so I don't know. We'll see, man. If I cap a cheer, it doesn't count. Thank you, Q Benzel, for the 100 bits. Thank you, Valerix, for the 50 bits. Thank you guys for pushing things up closer and closer with your cheering. Thank you, Vic Straws, for the 9 bits, and therefore for the 6 bits and the 9 bits. I did see what you did there. It was pretty nice, actually. It was funny. Aww. Yes! Oh, I wanted that to be what happened. Okay, thank you, Kim Menzel, for gifting a sub to the channel. That is very sweet, and I'm just super glad that it went to Sherry Bombette. So Sherry Bombette, if you're still here, you now have Lady Kiwi Welcome and Lady Kiwi Wow as your emotes if you want those for the next little while, which is great. Thank you for doing that. And thank you again, Fellerings, for another 50 bits. We have hit the level 1. This is ridiculous. And you guys are lovely. Thank you for that. Thank you for the, I feel slightly mocking hype train, but you know what? I take it. I take it. Thank you, Vic Straws, for the 90 bits. Am I supposed to pair that with the original? There we go. There it is. Hold on. I will do this. It's a suck it, K Menzel hype train. Yes! That is exactly how I read that. So, you know what? That's fair. And thank you, Falerix, for the 96 bits. As always, I gotta. So, we got ourselves some butts to butts in chat, which is, you know, spectacular. You guys are lovely. I think y'all are the greatest, and thank you to everyone for being here. So the game, because there's one of those, I promise there's one of those, and it will apply. So in our game, we are still in Chapter 3, so we still only have 2 crystal stars. We are level 10 now, which is closer, but as I said last time, with a play time of 13 hours, I've basically decided that cutscenes are more important than the game at this point. Yeah, I know, right? Oh my gosh, Poison Darth Frog, I just love that emote so much, with like the pushed up sunglasses. Spectacular, fantastic. I'm a fan. I'm a fan, guys. Anyway, so if you were here last time, or if you just want an update, we're wrestling. We're trying to become the champion. Not really sure why. Thank you, K Menzel, for redeeming Hydrate for 69 points. Nice. There's your fiend sip. I have been talking a lot. You were sweet. You were right. So yeah, we're wrestling. We're trying to become the champion. I went through the minor leagues last Monday. I went through the major league. Wait, no, today's Thursday. I went through the minor leagues last Thursday. I went through the major leagues on Monday this week. And so now, ostensibly, before we become the champion, there is only one fight left, and that is the fight for the belt, which is made even more exciting by the fact that we actually still don't really have any idea where the crystal star is or how to get that, and we have both some guy who's threatening us and also some guy who's trying to help us out, and it's really just very complicated. So we're gonna take a look. I believe I got chat's help last time with my gear, so right now what I have equipped is the quick change badge, as well as a couple of like relatively important badges that I tend to keep equipped, like power smash and that sort of thing. I took off multi-bounce because I think I'm only fighting one enemy, and so I shouldn't need it. K Menzel, thank you for redeeming Beaver Gun. But can you quick change? No, I cannot. However, you may request a bow, a headband, some elf ears, a scarf, some gloves. What would you like? What category would you like today, K Menzel? Yeah, Sherry Bombette, aren't those the cutest emotes? Made by Vic Straws. We will rock you. That is correct. Bows are thematic. So many bow-bearing subs here. You know what? You are right. And because it is the 2nd month, and I believe my bow is a nice sort of pastel-y orange for 2-month subscribers, I actually have myself a little orange bow here, so I can be further thematic. So there you are, K Menzel. There is your Beaver Gun redemption. A delightful little little orange bow to match the orange bow. Very exciting. So I've equipped the badges that I think will help me in this fight. I've got Goombella out to tell me what I need to know about Rawcock when I start fighting him. And so we're just gonna go for it. We're just gonna dive right in. Okay, how do I southern accent again, guys? Fixin' for a fight, huh? Yuck, 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 yuck. Well, guess what? Your next match is the title match. You know what? I knew that. Hoo-wee, darn tootin'. You're up against the champ, Rawcock. Now, I want to see a fair and exciting match, so don't you let me down now, you hear? Now listen, son, in this battle, I want you to use at least one special move, okay? The crowd needs to see something flashy, you catch my drift? Give them a good show. Now get in there and blow the roof off, son. Good point, Vixstraws. I should have done my 2 licks of a calf. Oh my gosh, the fact that that was hype shame of all the things. That's spectacular. I'm really, really glad that K. Menzel earned... Oh my gosh! Thank you, Sherry Bombette, for cheering for 500 bits! That's so cute! You are wonderful and lovely. And I'm so happy that you're here today. And that is great. And I completely forgot to say I got a couple new followers. Anyway, so as we're getting ready to blow the roof off... You guys are just so sweet. So as we're getting ready to blow the roof off here, we've learned that the champ fight is not exempt from the conditions. So thankfully, this is a very possible condition. We have to use a special move, but I probably will anyway. So K. Menzel, thank you for mentioning that. You might see that I do not currently have a follower goal set up here, but I had meant to kind of flash it. I am at 68 followers out of hopeful 69 followers, so if you know someone who might be willing to drop me a follow, feel free to let them know. And thank you to PhD Charybdis for their follow. I actually do know them from other channels and other circumstances, and it's very exciting to see them pop in here, though I'm not sure if they're here. Nice adjacent with Lady QEW. Oh my gosh! Hi, Cass! Thank you for stopping in! Hey! Oh, this is so great! Hello, Raiders! Welcome, Cass the DM, to the channel. We're just getting started. We're gonna fight for the championship wrestling belt. I'm just gonna try and, oh gosh, can I do this? Do I remember how to do this? There you go. So shout out to Kaz, the DM, if you aren't already following their delightfulness, please pop over and do that. And thank you, Kaz, for stopping by with the raid. I have a cute little orange bow to match my lovely orange bow for 2-month subscribers, which is really, really great. Oof. I'm sorry, Kaz. I'm sorry about that. that message has a term that I don't want on my screen. Yes, we are just in time for the title matching. I love the way you art, Kaz. Shading is spectacular and fantastic, and I'm super glad you had some fun. So we're gonna try and be the champ. That's what we're trying to do today, and then hopefully that will help us figure out how to Crystal Star. Because that would be great too. Does anyone remember how to do a German accent? Because I'm not sure I've ever known that. My German accent tends to be somewhat French. But I know that Rawcock is coming up, and he's gonna need some German. I do need to listen to more Henning Vane, but I keep falling asleep because his terrifying German is so soothing. If anyone doesn't know who Henning Vane is, he is a spectacular German comedian, and he's just very interesting. So this is a little bit unusual. We are not being let into the ring automatically by the game right now. So this is a special match. And apparently we need to go this way. And go this way. And go more this way. Slow down, will ya, buddy? Why are we going this weird way again? Thank you, Goombella. That's a very valid question. You think this is sus, K-Menzel? Anyone else think this is sus? You two wait here. I am a funny bot. Great. But, this is a minor league locker room, and, speaking of which, where is everybody? The new champ needs an escort? Not sus at all? Okay, valid. I know he said to wait here, but Mario, we're gonna miss our fight against the champ. Hi, Lemon Paws! Nice to see you! Thanks for stopping in! Today just feels super special. Everybody's here. It's crazy. Now for today's... Nope, that's not cowboy at all. 2 licks of a calf. Now for today's main event. The top dog of the Major League, the Great Gonzalez, is finally gonna throw down with the champ. The one, the only Rawcock. Enjoy your food, Kaz. Thanks for stopping in and thank you for the raid. I hope you have yourself a wonderful day. Hello, Focus. Bean Hey. Lady Kiwi, wow! Nice to see you today. I was really enjoying your stream earlier, so I might toss a quick shout out to... Oh my gosh! Oh, K-Menzel, thank you for the 100 bits. How many people does it take to change a light bulb? 1. Providing they have the necessary skills and access and a spare light bulb. I was really enjoying Focus's stream earlier today. They were playing, I think, a little bit of Monster Hunter and then some golf. It was pretty lovely. Very enjoyable. And also with the feed fail on that joke. Yeah, this is great. So here's the entrance of Rawcock, the champion, and the... Hopefully something I can voice act again. We'll see. Who doggies, champ? How you feeling, son? Your challenger's a handful. Anything, man. He don't want a handful of this. There's only one champ, and it's me. Even if this Gonzalez wuss ever shows up, what's he gonna do, huh? Nothing. But the Great Gonzalez made it to the top of the majors faster than anyone ever. Oh gosh, Final boss was brutal. Oof, 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 oof. But you defeated them. He even got there faster than you did, champ. What you gotta say about that? What do I have to say? That's what. Who cares what this guy did to a bunch of chumps? Because now he is going to get rocked. That's the best iteration I have of that sound. So they're just chatting in the ring. We're just hanging out. Okay, like, they're totally, like, ridiculously late now. I'm gonna find out what's up. Thank you, Gumbella, for being proactive. Oh my gosh, Mario, it's locked. The door's locked. We're totally trapped. And now for our challenger, the merciless executioner, the Great Gonzalez. Hold the phone, folks. What the hay's going on? Man, if they'd spelt that with H-A-Y, man, that would have been props. Time to bust down the door. All right, Phalanx, when I get control after this cutscene, I will try it. What happened to the Great Gonzalez? I'll tell you what happened. He fears the rock. The rock. Rock. Hoo-wee, what a stupefying development, folks. Did the Great Gonzalez really turn yellow and head for the hills like a dog? I'll tell you what, folks, if he don't show soon, he's gonna forfeit the match. Slow, dramatic camera pan out. Mario, if we don't do something soon, we're gonna forfeit that match. We gotta get out of here. So I already tried that, Mario. It's locked. Okay, so that's probably not what we're supposed to do. But let's go see if we can figure out what we can do. Aha! If only Mario had a hammer or was flat enough to squeeze through the door. You know what, Poison Darthrog? You right. But instead, this poster has a little weird flappy corner. So we're gonna pull out our friend Flurry. We're gonna see if we can find ourselves a secret exit. Okay. That's a really weird room. Okay. It's a really weird room that's through a locker. Doesn't really matter who I have out for this. So I remembered Bandy Andy said something about a man-eating toilet. So apparently that toilet functions like a pipe? That was maybe the grossest thing I've ever done. But let's get to that fight. So despite the fact that that toilet has been occupied since we first got access to the major leagues, apparently there was still a way through. Very exciting stuff, guys. Very exciting stuff. Cool. So while that happened, and now it's time for us to actually make our grand entrance. Two licks of a calf. The moment you've been waiting for, folks. The great Gonzalez just entered the arena. Everybody cheers! Woo! Wow, looks like we actually made it. And listen to those cheers, Mario. They love us. You. Come on, let's go put this oversized rooster in his place, huh? Hey, Menzel, thank you for the 100 bits. Everyone cheers! Okay, question. Why did they bury Germans 20 meters underground? Answer, because deep down they are really nice. That's cold. Is that actually a bit from Henning's, like, stand-up? Or did you just find a random joke about Germans online and decide to offend an entire population? Alright, cool. Cool. Great. Okay, so who's ready for some wrestling? Because, I don't know, that's what I'm here for. Just listen to this crowd hoot and holler for the challenger, Great Gonzalez. Will his hammer of hurt and harm be enough to rock the Rawcock socks? Now at long last, the battle to end all battles is here. Let's keep it clean, boys. That's true, Vikstraws. I did make an assumption. Oh, what the heck is a wrestling accent? I'm often rude, Vikstraws, so that's pretty normal, at least. What is that, K-Mensa? I don't watch real wrestling. Macho Man Randy Savage? I don't actually know what he sounds like, though. Okay, Mario, this is it! A match with the champ! Let's destroy this guy! That's what I'm going with, so that's what you get for your voice acting redemption. Do I keep doing German? I don't know. Har 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 har! You wimp should have stayed locked up, safe and sound! Oh. Revelation. The drama. What? What are you saying? Don't tell me it was you who got that security guard to lock us up! You're darn right I did! I also sent you that poison cake, suckers! That's what happens when you mess with me, baby! You meet the pain train! This is so energetic. So you're the jerk that's been sending us mean emails about the Crystal Star! Huh? I have no idea what you're babbling about now. What's a crystal star? No, wait. I don't care. I may not play exactly fair, but I got skills, punks. And now you're about to meet 'em all, baby. Prepare to be rocked. Rocked! Or something crazy like that. I don't know how wrestling works, man. We start battle now! Okay, and the first step in every wrestling match is tattling. What are our opponent's special moves? That's Rawcock! He flips, flaps, and slaps. That's what the book says. Health 40, attack 3, defense 1. Really good at aerial maneuvers, but other than that, meh. One thing you should know is that Rawcock never fights above the board. Carelessness leads to lifelessness, you know? Nice emotes, K-Mental. I'm gonna start with a special move. Because I have to. We got max damage! Oof. Mario gonna mess you up, son! I agree, Poison Darth Frog. I agree. Mario is here to mess you up. So is Flurry. Line those cursors up. Oops. Oh, I missed! Oh no! Not too shabby! You're better than I thought! This may actually be fun! Don't get your head swelled, though, because you got a ways to go! Check this out! Time to rock! Can you smell what the Rawcock is cooking? Oof. That is a lot of damage, folks! Oops. Man, you're kind of annoying! How dare you turn the rock back on the hawk! I should have just taken care of you before the battle. I'm getting lazy, I guess. Well, since it's come down to this, I guess I got no choice but to cheat, probably. I assume cheat. Well then. Body slam by Flurry! And it's stylish! Let's finish him off! Alright, there you go, K. Menzel. There was my attempt at voice acting a wrestling announcer, a something. So enjoy that. I hope you enjoyed that. So Rawcock apparently got the bop. Hey, Rawcock, the champ, the undefeated master. I've lost to such losers! So that's exciting. We made it through a championship fight. Folks, I feel like my eyes just popped out of my head. We got ourselves a miracle! Technique versus technique, raw power versus raw power, a clash of superhumans, folks. This was truly, honestly, without question, no doubt, absolutely the most legendary, amazing, improbable, history-making bout of all time. I feel like that might be a bit of an exaggeration. I like that voice of Darth Frog. Rawcock hit rock bottom. And the victor in this match for the ages was the great Gonzalez. Congratulations, Gonzalez. You're the champ, son. Give him a hand, folks. New champ of the Glitz Pit. So there's lots of cheering. Well, you finally did it, son. Today's your first day as the new champ. Here's your belt. Tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and get you set up in the champ's room right away. Ms. Jolene, be a peach and show Gonzalez here to the champion's room, okay? Poison Darth Frog, thank you for redeeming word of the day. What would you like the word to be? Champ! That is a spectacular word of the day. So let us just take ourselves a second to erase what I already have on there. The eraser's going to take some getting used to. The board has limitations. Wow, I just straight up elbowed a cat while I was doing this, which is fantastic. So let me grab myself a lovely piece of chalk. I'm realizing it's been a long time since I've written on a chalkboard. And so my writing is not always absolutely fantabulous. But there you are, Poison Darth Frog. Champ, our word of the day. Word of the stream. I could probably have called it word of the stream, but I did not do that thing. Maybe I will change that. Thank you for that redemption. I appreciate it. And I appreciate that now we look like a champ, in addition to being a wrestling champ. Oh. I would not do that, K. Menzel. That, like, oh, nails on a chalkboard, not fun. Absolutely, sir. Well, then, Mr. Champion, would you follow me, please? So we're gonna get shown to the champ's room. Now, what I note about this is we've been told we need to become the champ, and we became the champ. And I don't have a crystal star yet. And so somehow, this ain't over yet. But now we have access to the greatest bed ever in the entire game. Congratulations again, Mr. Champion. From now on, this is where you'll stay. It's your room now, so make yourself at home. You'll use the terminal as you always have, of course. Will there be anything else? Well then, have a nice day, Mr. Champion. Oh! Vic Straws, thank you for redeeming AMA, which is an Ask Me Anything, with the question of what is your idea of a perfect day? That is a very interesting question. So my idea of a perfect day, probably, Fiend Notes comes out from the K-Menzel. My idea of a perfect day probably is something that would involve high levels of quality time with people that matter to me. So I would probably say maybe a nice, I'm gonna sound so weird for this, but like maybe a nice little visit out to Starbucks in the morning with K. Menzel for some breakfast, because that's super like nostalgic for me. Maybe a cutesy little, I would definitely say my idea of a perfect day involves low work, and so probably not a day when I have to do a whole lot of cooking, and so maybe either lunch or dinner being ordered in. I've been really liking the idea of like some of the afternoon dates that I get to spend again with Kay Menzel, but also some of my favorite things to do are some of the like hangouts and games nights that I've had with, again, friends like you, Vikstraws, who are just really cool and really matter to me. And so if I could like top off a day that started with like a cutesy little Starbucks breakfast, it involved a little bit of like easing up on the cooking, and so maybe some of my favorite foodles in the middle of the day, which I'm gonna have to like remind myself what my favorite food is, because right now I'm not remembering. But like order in from a place like Chorizo Mexican, a nice little date in the afternoon, maybe a little bit of a walk, and top it off with a nice games night with my best friends. I would say that's a pretty good idea of a perfect day. So as to not interrupt myself, I ignored a lot of things happening in chat while that happened. Poison Darth Frog, if you would like to do a beaver gun redemption for a belt, I will find a belt. I will hunt one down. I have options. If you would like one that you can see, I also have like a crossbody, it's not really a belt, but like a crossbody faux leather, like holster thing that I use occasionally for costuming. And so you could have that, but I also do own belts. So if you want to do a beaver gun redemption for a belt, I will find a way to make it work. Also, popcorn sounds delicious, Focus. And hello, RJ Helms. Thank you for stopping by the stream. You get to see me be a wrestling champ, as our word of the stream indicates right here on our chalkboard, which is fantastic. And thank you, Kay Menzel, for gifting a sub to RJ Helms. So now, RJ Helms, you have access to the adorably cutesy little Lady Kiwi Wow and Lady Kiwi Welcome. So, catching up again, Poison Darth Frog, thank you for redeeming Beaver Gun, any kind of belt. I will be right back. Kindly enjoy the word of the day, and whatever Flurry's weird floaty action is, will I get a belt? If I can get this on camera. Hello, I am back, and I'm just gonna quickly, there you go, I've got my belt on, and just so that you all remember that it's there, I have a similar studded, I'm gonna call it a neck belt, that I'm gonna put on as well, so that we don't forget that I'm wearing a belt. This is our reminder that I got a belt, and that it is black and studded and a little bit tight, which is spectacular. It's exactly what we want in a belt. Oh my gosh. And we're in the middle of a spam the emotes. Oh my gosh. Does the blackboard have to have a name now? It's fine. It's fine. We're dealing with rotating spoons. We're dealing with random crazy. I'm just gonna find myself some of my favorite emotes so that I can participate in this. There they are. There they are. Bam. There's my contribution to this emote only chat. Aww. RMZ lick is super awkward, but I love it. Oh my gosh, what is this ghost? Quill dwarf? That looks cute. Okay, so back to the game. Thank you. I think that was Kay Menzel that did it. Thank you, Kay Menzel, for redeeming Spam the emotes, and also thank you, Kay Menzel, for dealing with that while I was gone. That was fun. Some great emote time that was had by all, I would guess. I assume. I'm not sure. Okay, so there's a game happening. Again, I have to keep reminding myself of this, because, like, I don't know, man. Why is anybody here? Flurry's talking. Right, what was hers? Mario, darling, we've finally done it. We beat that lout. But... Oh, Vixtras. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I dare say that chicken truly had no clue about the crystal star. We're still in dire straits as far as the real one goes. Wherever could it be? She's... Oh, man, when she laughs, it is... Does anyone else feel, like, really awkward? Oh my, Mario, darling, I do believe I hear a voice coming from somewhere. So, Bandy Andy also mentioned that there was a ghost in the champ's room, and sometimes you could hear voices from there. Might it be a ghost? Oh, I almost swooned. That mailbox is going to be the death of me. Find the ghost in the champ's room. X. Fellerings, I'm gonna have to assume they were speaking in Morse code for lack of being proved otherwise. So if that's to be believed, there's really a ghost here? That's rather unsettling, says the floating cloud, who has been mistaken for a ghost twice. So I'm gonna be real here. This bed is the best thing ever, so I'm gonna take a rest because it will allow me to also recover the remaining star energy that I am missing, which is important to me. Okay. Okay, let's have a less awkward friend out. So we need to get up there. And what I see from that platform is I see that above this door, okay, Menzel is confusing me. So there's also a platform above the door here, and there is a pile of presents in this corner. So I'm gonna climb the pile of presents, and I'm gonna do my best to get over to here, where I will dismount Strunked, and I'm gonna pull Flurry back out and see if that works. It does not work. So then the next thing that I could try cool! So that hammer power is useful for more than just blocks. Is Baby Yoshi the replacement for Flying Turtle? A little bit, yes. So, like, Paracarry was able to get you across gaps. But they very much are, like... Yeah, so getting across gaps, and then Paracarry was also, like, the mini-game of delivering letters, whereas, like, the Yoshi's secondary effect is, and also if you're riding him, you move faster across the screen. So, yeah, in terms of primary effects and interaction, in terms of gameplay, he's the gap crosser. You're right. You got it. Jumping, does that make this a Super Mario platformer? K-Menzel, we watched that video together. It's complicated. This is the air duct, right? Where does it lead to? I don't know, but I'm gonna hit it with a hammer. Oh, more Morse code. That's great. I don't know who's speaking, so I don't know what voice to use. Okay. Well, something's in perfect condition, we're learning. Two licks of a calf. Yep, long as I got that baby working for me, this old bat ain't never gonna get weak. I allowed it, Fellerings. But I'm gonna have to watch my tootsies here for a little bit. I think we're right. FER for a 4. I'm pretty sure this is the hillbilly. First, I let that King K idiot walk in on me when I was with that. And now I can't shake the feeling that Jolene and Gonzalez are on to me. Well, I guess I'll burn that bridge when the time comes. I'll just disappear him. Yep, just like I did to them others. Like I did to Prince Mush, the first champ. That's Grubba? You think he could have made all those fighters disappear? That was a really good guess, Fellerings. I thought it was Grubba based on my understanding of the spoilers of the chapter, but the hyuk hyuk, I thought I remembered Rawcock using as well, and I was like, Wait, whose room is this? But it was a good guess, and that does actually make a lot of sense. I better lock this room up tighter than a peanut butter jar at a squirrel convention. And I'll just go ahead and hide that paper relating to that in the desk drawer. There we go. You know what, though? Since I'm thinking aloud here, good fighters ain't nothing to mess with. Even Rawcock lost to Gonzalez. This new champ might have to disappear pretty soon for my sake. Okay. So I'm just gonna hit this open regardless of how much noise it makes. I like that he acknowledged he was thinking out loud. Looks like he's gone. Didn't he say something about his desk drawer? Yes, he did actually. And I got a star piece. Very exciting. So somewhere around the desk. Okay, that also had a star piece. There's something. You think that's the paper that Grubba hid? Let's take a peek. Whoa, a machine under the ring using a crystal star? These are the blueprints. I don't know much about that technical stuff. That got really country. But I think, totally. But I think the crystal star powers it. If this document's accurate, then the machine can suck the power out of people. Do you think that King K and Bandy Andy had been, like, drained? You know what I'm really wishing? I'm really wishing that I had gone and hit the save block. Well, slap me and call me sassafras. You're staring at my secret paper, too. She really would be DJ Sovereign. You are right. Saving is overrated. Who saves? K-Menzel, fight me. Quiet, you total scumbag. You sucked the life out of poor King K and Bandy Andy. Whoa, Nelly, this ain't good. Come on, Mario. We can't let that jerk get away. Okay, so cool thing is this wasn't just cutscening to the end of time. So I do get an opportunity. I don't necessarily think I'm going to change anything, though. I like the badges that I have equipped. But I am going to hit the save block. So where do we think Grubba's gone? Because I'm thinking he probably ran for his machine. And his machine is supposed to be under the ring. So I'm kind of thinking I want to go investigate the ring. Wow, this is the emptiest I've ever seen this room. Oh, there he is. I gotta say, y'all are a couple of slack-jawed idiots sniffing around my business. Now you know my big secret. I'm afraid you're gonna have to take a little old dirt nap. I'm glad I'm wearing my champion belt. And I'm glad I know I'm the champ. Because this seems kind of threatening. So one of the other things that's really cool about this chapter, in my opinion, is it had this setup this whole time of basically, like, you need to become the champ, you need to do all of this, like, wrestling stuff. And then, like, the final boss is still beyond that. So I don't know. I think it's a really cool chapter. It's a really way of, like, a really neat way of changing up what they typically are like. Look, Mario, up there, the real crystal star. Yuck, yuck, yuck. How'd you like my machine? Pretty dang nice, huh? Yep, I've been sucking power from fighters with this baby. Slurp. Oh, appropriate time for that RMC lick, I guess. You're darn tootin'. And you know why? 'Cause it keeps my bod forever young, son. Using a crystal star to look good? You're so totally vain. You're gonna pay for that. Oh, just shut your traps now. I'll use my crystal star however I dang please. Check this out. Muscle up!
So speaking of macho, we got ourselves a bit of a macho grubba going on here. Whoa, grubba got huge. Yeah, I'm gonna smush you guys into guacamole and snack on your energy too. Yes, I'm pretty sure Phalanx that this is his mega evolution. 100%. Definitely. He's a Pokemon. Confirmed. Oh, I'm a powerhouse now, you pestering little pieces of prairie piffle. Okay. So now we have to fight him. We're gonna start with the Tattle to try to figure out what he is. At least his defense is 0, but his attack is 4, which is quite a lot. And he has 60 health, which is also quite a lot. This is very terrifying. And he also has other moves, so he can apparently increase the number of times he can attack. He can power himself up with power-uppy moves, and yeah, I guess we just need to kind of pay attention. So first things first. I'm torn between wanting to do as much damage as quickly as possible and, like, conserving my flower points for if he does something. Oh, that wasn't the move I meant. That was a waste. Oh well. Phalanx. That is such a solid question. We have 2 crystal stars. Why aren't we this powerful? So now he gets 2 turns for every one of mine. I am also wet, apparently. He boosted his attack by 3. Okay. So he still has 2 turns and his attack is boosted by 3. And yeah, you really would think that we would be able to do something with the crystal stars to make us powerful too, but let's just keep wailing away on him and see what happens. Attack is boosted. Okay. He still has another turn of double turn. Ah, I missed. Missed my bingo! Oh no! Yes, Phalanx, it does look like the boosts are just till the end of turn for him, which is why he has to reboost, but the number of times he can, like the number of turns he can take, has a counter next to it. And so that, when he like boosts how many turns he can take, lasted for 3 rounds. But his attack boost seems to only last for that turn, and then he has to boost it again next time. So that's what that looks like to me, since that's the only one we've seen him use. I'm not sure if he like has a defense boost that maybe would last longer or anything like that. Who knows? I actually feel kind of lucky that he's mostly only boosting his attack, because that feels easy to manage. Oh! So now he's gotten bigger. So he boosted his attack. Oh gosh. She's starting to get kind of low on health, so I'm gonna swap her out. Oops. The way she chases people away is terrifying. Honestly. Hey! So continuing on with our pattern. Oh no, it's foggy. Eek. So this is another battleground effect. The water is part of that too. But the fog usually means that there's a chance that your attacks will miss. That does go for both parties. And so there's a chance that, like, I'll miss attacking with Flurry, but there's also a chance that Grubba will miss attacking me. So it's supposed to kind of be, like, random whether it helps you or not. Okay, so she didn't miss him. I think... I couldn't even see what they were holding. I don't know if it was good or bad. There's a part of me that wants to use a special move because I think a special move is guaranteed to hit. There's another part of me that is like saving that for if I need to recover health. I'm just gonna use a normal hammer, see what happens. Okay, so I missed. He's screaming. And he is pretty sure he's still gonna win, which is, you know, he's allowed to be confident. But then he missed me too, so it was both advantage and disadvantage. And now there's no more fog. My gosh, this fight has just been a roller coaster from beginning to end. Okay. I am getting his health very low though, which is useful. More fog. Great. So he boosts his attack. Yep. Oops. I got squooshed. Let's see if I can squoosh him back. Nope. I missed. Okay. So he did go down. Let's see if this is a single stage. If this is a single stage boss fight or if this is a multi-stage boss fight. It is giving me star points, which makes me think it might be a single stage. No! How'd this happen? How could a perfect bod like mine lose to such a chub? Oh, great fight there, son. Great fight. Mr. Champion? No, I mean, Mario. Please allow me to offer my earnest thanks for defeating that foul Grubba. Why, Miss Jolene! I really have to apologize. I'm so sorry that I had to get you involved, but you must understand. I had to learn the truth about this arena by any means. Let me tell you everything. I had a little brother once by the name of Mush. Guys, her little brother was named Mush! I remember that name! He'd have done anything for me. Our family was always poor, so he became a fighter here to support all of us, but he suddenly went missing one day. Our family was inconsolable. I suspected foul play, so I got hired on as the manager and investigated in secret. As I looked for clues about my brother, I accidentally saw Mr. Grubba transform. Seeing what I was up against, I almost gave up hope, and then you appeared, so I decided to secretly guide you. Ah, so our mysterious ex was... Correct. It was me. Once I saw you fight, I knew you were the only one who could challenge Grubba. Gosh, this game really wants to tug on your heartstrings so hard all the time. Now, sir. No, not sir. Grubba. I want answers, right now. What did you do with my precious little brother? You know exactly what I'm talking about. The first champion. Prince You are the chosen one. Prince Mush. He discovered the secret of my power-sucking machine. I had him disappear. Any which way you look at it, he ain't around these parts no more. No, I suspected as much. Oh, poor sweet Mush. The poor dear really seemed aloof, but in fact, she just loved her brother so. Mario, darling, look there! The crystal star! Okay, well, something's definitely happening.
Whoa, is this... Am I back in the Glitz pit?
Mush!
Oh, is that really you, sis? What are you doing here?
I was just... There. It's okay. It's all over. Finally. Mercy me! So that's what the crystal star's capable of? I know, Flurry, right? It's almost like the two that I have should be doing something. But okay. Now, Mario, the crystal star is yours. I do love this game, but now that it's been pointed out that everyone else seems to be able to use it for extremely powerful stuff, I'm like, really? Really?
Oh, yeah.
Ta-da! We're the champion, and we found the crystal star. Ta-da! End of chapter. So, thankfully, I was a little worried about that. I was a little worried I wasn't going to finish the chapter today, but I was like, I should. I just knew there were 2 boss fights instead of 1. Okay, so Glitzville's seamy underside was a dark, dangerous place, seething with conspiracy. With the help of the lovely Ms. Jolene, Mario revealed Grubba's true identity, which was still Grubba, and acquired the 3rd crystal star by defeating the monstrous Macho Grubba. He had used the power of the crystal star to run his power draining machine, so what other hidden powers might these strange and mystical items possess? I'm not sure, but I'm sure we're going to find out. Because now we have to figure out where we're going to go next. Which should be very exciting, because now that I have the upgraded hammer and boots, there's a bunch of extra stuff I can do. Which is great. But first, we have more cutscenes. Does anyone remember what voice I was using for Grotus? Because I do not.
Damn. Tell me, what good are you? You still haven't taken care of that Mario character.
Well, nice to see you, Fixstraws. I'm glad that you were here. And yes, absolutely. Toss on them tunes. Finish up your drawing. That sounds great.
Well, yes, sorry, but only because he's tougher than we thought at first. You do understand that we X-Nauts must open the door first, do you not? Well, rest assured that I will definitely nail him next time. We have prepared a weapon that will bring him to a quick and certain end. I trust your words, though I rapidly lose my patience. Just leave it to us, sire. Let's away, my lovelies. Marilyn, Vivian.
Whoop. Just utter silence from Vivian. Oh my gosh, I love her. Oh, Peach. Stop flirting. No doubt about it. I'm officially bored. Those awful X things haven't been back to ask about the map. I wonder, is it safe? Oh my. That must be tech again.
Hello, Princess Peach.
Stop flirting. You always call me in without warning, Tech. What is it this time?
I apologize. I would like you to go to where Sir Grotus is and ask him something.
What? Stop flirting. What do you mean, go ask?
I recently obtained specific information that brought an issue to my attention.
You... Ugh, man, I'm forgetting how to be Bryn because of how much time I spent being Goombella and Hillbilly. Stop flirting. You are the main computer here, right? Why is there anything you don't know?
I am unable to know things that are not entered in my CPU or otherwise recorded. That is why I want to know what Sir Grotus is thinking about this issue.
But even if I try to go and see him, they'll catch me and send me back to the room.
That is true, but you will find a soldier's room 1 floor up. Take the elevator. Once there, please obtain a soldier's uniform and change into it, avoiding detection.
Oh my gosh, Phalanx, if that question could be answered by this, it would, like, I don't know, create world peace or some junk.
You will go see Sir Grotus looking like a soldier.
You mean I'll be disguised? I imagine you won't take no for an answer, will you?
You imagine correctly.
All right, fine, I guess. Well, so what do you want me to go ask this Grotus?
I will tell you.
But apparently not the audience. What in the world is Tech thinking? I mean, honestly, he sure is a weird computer. So the last time we passed this button, it was red. It is now green. Oh, is that the elevator he wanted me to go in? So apparently the computer is just like blatantly hijacking the technology of this fortress in order to move Princess Peach around. Phalanx, you will see what Princess Peach does.
Please wait just a moment. There are currently soldiers in the vicinity.
Huh?
Now, Princess Peach, it's the room with the green lamp very near where you disembark the elevator.
That has a red lamp. That's probably not the way I'm supposed to go. Oh, here's a green lamp. Let's go in here.
Please change here, quickly. The soldier's uniform should be in a locker.
Well, thankfully Mario has the quick change badge equipped already. Oh, is this the uniform? Am I supposed to wear this ugly thing?
Yes, that is correct.
Ugh. Oof! I don't know about this. Stop flirting. It's awfully tight, and it kind of smells a bit. Phew! Who knows how, but I got into it. I can barely breathe, though. So you are right, Phalanx. Princess Peach is just going to leave her clothes in this room. She's going to go out dressed like that, somehow having packed her entire frame into that. This is just definitely believable content. I bet I look perfect. Super believable. Wonder what's this way. Okay, this seems to be probably where I'm supposed to be. Excuse me, Sir Grotus.
Yes, what is it? Speak.
You know what? Contortion is probably just, I don't, I am entirely unclear as to what we were supposed to learn from this cutscene, but I can guarantee it was nothing good.
Well, it's about Princess Peach. What do you plan to do with her going forward? Something is wrong with your voice, X-Naught.
Yeah, no kidding.
Gulp. Perhaps I have a throat lozenge. Oh, no. Well, never mind. Oh, about Princess Peach? I have no interest in what that woman has to say. Just keep her locked in the room. But don't ever, ever treat her roughly. You understand? Tell the others as well.
But, why in the world are we keeping her here, then?
That's none of your business. Don't forget your place, you impudent worm. Concentrate on getting the legendary treasure. That is all I require of you. We X-Naughts need that treasure to conquer the world. Don't forget it.
Conquer the world? Legendary treasure?
What are you blathering about now? Something is odd about you.
No, nothing odd. So Roger, or whatever. Please excuse me. I think he should have noticed the change of accents, but, you know. He's an NPC. Oh, that was unnerving. All that stuff about conquering the world. Talk about creepy. I wonder if that has anything to do with those collecting of the crystal stars. Off with this thing. I think my experience with this game, before I had ever played it, I watched a video game reviewer of it, and one of the things he said was this game was like obsessed with getting Princess Peach to change. And I don't think that he was wrong. Good old pink dress. Stop flirting. My favourite. Why would I ever wear anything different? I'd better get back quickly. Tick, you terrible machine. So your goal is to conquer the world, is it?
Of course. After all, I was built for that purpose.
Conquering the world? How could you?
Princess Peach, allow me to ask you something. Do you like the world you live in? There are many problems in the world, many sorrows. Do you like such a world?
Of course I do. Nobody likes everything about the world, but I love the good parts. There are many sorrows, sure, but there is also joy.
Is that so?
Tell me, will the crystal stars help you conquer the world? And what's this treasure?
I am afraid I cannot answer. Answering these questions is prohibited by Sir Grodus.
Well, never mind. I must at least inform Mario about this awful plan for world domination. Tick, let me use your communicator.
I suppose I can allow that. Please use the communicator.
Send this instant. She's getting so demanding. I kind of love it.
The message has been sent. Well then, Princess Peach, you have had a busy day. Go back to the room, please.
Oh, okay. She didn't even say anything else. She just walked out.
Good night, Princess Peach.
Amazing. Okay, so that's our update from Peach. The X-Naughts are into world domination. So now what's our Bowser update? Oh, the Great Tree.
That thing's humongous! Everybody hide!
Stupid cheating Mario! Who would have thought that fool would be in Glitzville?
Did you say something, you rudeness?
No. Nothing at all, as far as you know. Hey, did you see those little bite-sized shrimps? What were those things?
Those were some punies. One of them should know about the crystal star. They fear you, so they're all hiding. Let's find them all and get the info we need.
Okay. Okay. So I need to find... I need to...
You're scary, Mr. Giant Bad Breath Monster. Don't worry, Petuni. Your big brother is here. We'll get through this.
Okay, that's all that happens when I shake that one. So I'm gonna shake this one. This guy is big and bad. He's large and in charge. You're darn tootin' right I am. Whoa. Then the elder like flips out at him.
You're one of them, aren't you? One of the evildoers. You want our crystal star. Ha! See? I knew it! This ugly thing knows where the crystal star is. Tell us.
How rude! Ugly thing.
How dare you, you wretched crone! I am the great puny elder. Eep! My heart! Don't startle me like that! I'm too old for this stuff!
The Bowser options are, you're both too old, and it's Hag versus Hag. Awesome. But they're in parentheses, so I'm pretty sure we can't hear them.
Ahem! Yes, Lord Bowser, you look as if you're just dying to say something.
Nope, nothing. Let's move on, shall we? You, Elder Hag thing, where's the crystal star? And don't try pulling rank again. Your answer, not your age, will determine your fate.
Humph, Hag thing. Honestly, in any case, you're too late. The crystal star is gone.
What?
That's right, you rude thing. We gave it to a mustachioed man named Martio. He said he was collecting the legendary treasures to rescue some princess. What did he call her? Princess Pinch? Yep, he was off to save that lucky lass.
Marty, oh!
It's Mario, not Martio, and her name is not Princess Pinch, it's Princess Peach! But your senility is beside the point. The princess and treasures must be connected. Mario's trying to get it all. Treasures, princesses, does his greed never end?
That jackal! Both Princess Peach and the crystal stars belong to me! If I find him, I'm gonna finish him off once and for all. I swear it. So that's our Bowser update, apparently. We didn't get a little mini game, but we did get to shake some bushes and see if we could find some punies, which is real good. Whew. Now we're back to the main plot, I guess. So now you must leave.
Oh, yeah.
I understand. If you must, you must. We won't delay you. I hope you succeed in finding the rest of the crystal stars. Good luck. I wanna tell you, Gonzalez, Rawcock ain't gonna fight dirty anymore. I'm gonna hit the weights, take some vitamins, and win the title fair and square. And I'm never, ever gonna lose again. Remember, when life rocks you, rock back! Honestly, pretty good advice. All of the important NPCs, quote-unquote, want to say something. Now that Grub is out of the picture, I'm going to take over running the Glitz Pit. If you ever decide to return to the ring, just come back. I'll keep your spot open. Rock back, so get a rocking chair? Oh my gosh, yes. So we've already been hinted at here that we could probably make a comeback if we wanted to. But we're not going to do that right now, because I prefer doing that when I actually have the Spike Shield badge. So I have a couple things to do first. How marvelous! Now we have 3 of those crystal stars. I suggest we make haste for Rogueport, wouldn't you say? Which, you know, is valid. Things seem good, so I'm just gonna hit a quick I don't want to watch cutscenes twice save button. And let's see if we can get back to Rogueport and find our way to the door, the 1,000-year door, because it is 1,000-year door Thursday, to figure out where we're supposed to go next. Sweet. It did let me skip this time. Or at least part of it. The drop-off is apparently required. I do like the way the paper turns around. What did we learn? Mario, hear that noise? That's totally an email from Princess Peach. Dearest Mario, I have uncovered something terrible. These things, the X-Nauts, they're planning to take control of the world. It's to that end that they're searching for the crystal stars. I still don't know what the crystal stars do, but you must try to get them all. I will gather what information I can, Princess Peach. What? They want to rule the world? That does not sound like a friendly plan. Okay, so what I have is a bigger, better hammer and a spin jump. So that's what I'm exploring with. Also, we have a Luigi. Do we want Luigi story time now? Or do we want some looking around? I think that might be a cherry bomb. So I think I'm probably going to try the story to see what the heck is with the cherry bomb. Okay. What was Luigi's voice again? I really don't remember. A cherry bombette. Yes. That's you, bro. Well, I got my second piece of the marvelous compass at Plump Belly Village recently. Oh boy, I really got my hands dirty on that one, I'll tell you what. It was pretty wild, bro. Want to hear what happened? It's a pretty long story. Sounds good to me. Which part of my story you want to hear, bro? So I would like to hear about Plump Belly. Well, I mean, like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes. Once we made landfall on the Strudel continent, we made for Plump Belly Village. Once we got there, though, we immediately noticed that something was wrong. We learned from the mayor that the town was ruled by a giant snake named Hizza. He said his own daughter was going to be offered up as a sacrifice to this beast, too. So, of course, being heroic, I offered myself up to go in her stead. Brave, huh? Now, the custom was for sacrifices to be dressed up as brides, so I got all dolled up. I was one hot sacrifice, bro. I looked so good. I fooled our foes and got into his lair. It was kind of rough fighting in that gown, but I managed. Chiffon really chafes, bro. I finally found Hizza, and the snake had a second head on its tail. Talk about scary. I fainted real quick, but when I came to, I managed to distract both heads. It reared up, fangs bared to attack, and at that moment, I deftly lunged left. His gaping mouths smashed into one another, and he vanished in a cloud of smoke. A shining plate fell down on the spot where his body had been coiled. Yes, another compass piece! I said it, and it pointed east to Circuit Break Island. Just as I was about to leave town, the mayor asked me to stay and marry his daughter. I thought about it. She was sort of cute, but we ended up sneaking off the next morning. I mean, I still have to save Princess Eclair from the Chestnut King. And when the marvelous compass activated this time, I heard somebody's voice. It was so beautiful, bro. I'm certain it was Princess Eclair's voice. My heart began to race. That's when I realized it. Princess Eclair. I kind of zoned out there. So yeah, we set sail again after ditching town, and somehow we managed to get back here to Roadport, and here I am. If you want to hear what I've been up to, just come find me, okay? I'll be around. Okay, so now what does the bomb say? Hi, I guess. I'm Jerry. I'm a Babam from Plump Belly Village. Nice meeting you. Sorry I sound so down, but you would be too if you saw Luigi dressed as a bride. I'm serious. It scarred me. It was honestly scarier than that giant snake thing. I feel I now have a moral duty to stop Luigi from ever dressing as a bride again. I have to protect the world from my fate. That's why I'm sticking close to this guy. So there's a difference of fashion opinion. Yeah, super judgy. Really not... I mean, I sort of wish he'd used the word repulsive, because then I would have made a great, like, referential joke to Sherry Baumette. But here we are. It's okay. Oh wait, I'm trying to get to the door. I don't really need to do that here, but ooh, this guy again. What have you got? Oh. Yes, that's definitely the read. Phalanx, it was so gorgeous that the bomb needs to keep anybody else from ever seeing it. I don't remember if I need money for anything or not, but I'm pretty sure I can only get badges like this from him, so I'm gonna buy that. And then I'm gonna take a quick look. Phalanx, no, I do not believe it is a reference. Boo's sheet is literally a sheet that you put on you that turns you into a ghost, so you become invisible. And so it's not, well, I mean, maybe it's a play on words from a perspective of, like, I don't know what Nintendo intends all the time, but it's not, like, it doesn't have anything to do with it particularly. Oh, sweet. I want Ice Smash. Yes, please. I already have Close Call, though, so I don't need that. Okay. So now I've spent a bunch of money. I need to put a couple things away, I think. The Hulk Smash patch. I would want it if they had it, but I think Power Smash is the closest they have to that. Okay. So, let's find our way to the 1,000-year door to see one last cutscene, and then we'll see if we have time for a little bit of exploring or not. I think this might be quicker than the other way. I'm not entirely sure. I just also know that Stronged is how I get over here. Oh, sweet. Yes, I would like one of those, please and thank you. Oh, shoot. I didn't want to land on him. Eek. I'm just gonna save that real quick by, like, walloping them. Beep. Okay, thank goodness. The time I got them with the hammer. Nice! Cool. I still remember action commands. I still don't have a bomb, so I still can't get away to the city, which is fine. Because where I want to go is here. Oh! I just saw something in the background there. I think I, like, fully ignored a pipe in that room. That's okay. We'll probably be back here. Ugh, rude. It's fine, though. Oh, I still have quick change out. I should probably swap my badges up again. forgetting to do things like that after boss fights. Oh, which explains why I was getting hit, because although I have chill out, I wasn't wearing it. Oops. 5. Sure, let's do that for now. Not that I think it really matters. But it's nice to not get hit by first strikes now that I remember how that works. Bit of 100? Yeah, bit of 100 trials. I haven't forgotten about you, but today is not your day, sir. Today is the day for us to figure out what we're doing here. Magic noises! Woo! Where's it gonna be? I'm realizing I put my belt on too tight, so I'm gonna loosen it. Just a little bit. I'm still wearing it though. Oof. Okay. Okay. So the creepy woods. We have to go to the creepy woods next, which is great because hashtag spoilers, the creepy woods are where we get to make friends with Vivian, who is like the best. She's great.
Oh yeah.
So we're just gonna take a quick hop over to Professor Frankly's. What? I wish I had more personality for voices. He looks like he should have been the German one. Guys, I missed an opportunity.
The group that kidnapped Princess Peach is bent on total world conquest?
Yes, sir. And we figure that would be why they need the ancient treasure.
This doesn't bode well. The situation has gotten far more serious than I thought. Let me bring you up to speed. I've been researching just what this treasure could be. One book I came across held to what I thought was a preposterous theory. The book claimed that the treasure was in actuality the Great Cataclysm, the very cataclysm that 1,000 years ago sank that town underground.
So those guys want to use the power of that cataclysm to rule the world?
I can't say for sure what they will do or why, but we must consider the possibility. Now that things have come to this, we mustn't let them near the legendary treasure. That's all that matters. Because if they do get it once again, then this town, no, the entire world could be destroyed.
In that case, Professor, we need to find that next crystal star and fast.
According to the map, it appears the next crystal star is in Twilight Town.
Twilight Town?
To tell you the truth, I don't know much about the place.
Only rumors.
I have heard that, as the name implies, it's perpetually dim and eerie there. Wait just a moment. Aha! There appears to be a pipe to Twilight Town somewhere here in Rawcock. I do believe it's somewhere underneath the west part of town. Yes, definitely. If you get stuck for any reason, just come back and see me again, okay?
The west part, oh, underground. Oh, okie dokie. Thank you, Professor. Well, Mario, I guess we should leave.
Okay.
So, that's where things are at right now. Whose trouble do I have currently? Do I still have yours? Oh, I did. I definitely found his key and then never told him that I found his key. But I solved a trouble! Okay. This room exists. Cool. There's nothing much in here, though. That's fine. Okay. I know I have some places to explore. And I know I have some troubles to complete. So let me just quickly double check this to see what we're at. Okay. We are not yet at the point. Behind Zesty's house. Okay. I'm gonna get this one started and then we might wrap up for the day. Oh my gosh, another email. I don't have time for another email. Oops. Especially not when I'm walking into walls. Okay, so behind Zesty's is over here. Goomfree is in front of Frankly's, and I need to try not to be seen. This is the nature of troubles, is it's often like running around. So Goomfree is in front of Frankly. Some of them are really clever though, and so some of them are like pretty fun to... Okay. Okay. They're pretty fun to sort of figure out. Some of them are like sort of puzzly, and that's kind of cute. And they just generally involve a lot of running back and forth, but this one was easy. And they give you money for it, which is a really great way to earn some coins. I wonder if there's a trouble that I can get that's different. Fire flower, sleepy sheep, tasty tonic. So Arthur is, I think, this dude. Fire flower, sleepy sheep, tasty tonic. I think we're gonna finish up with some of these troubles around Rogueport, and then we're gonna save and pop over and visit somebody. So fire flower, sleepy sheep, tasty tonic. So we have 10, 8, 3. Whoops. You know, it would really help if I could use doors. Using doors is at least useful. Fire flowers are 10 coins. Sleepy sheep are 8 coins. Tasty tonic is 3 coins. And so we get 20 coins for that. Super, super great. Super great. Gunther. all of these fetch quests. So Gunther's in Rawcock Plaza. Someone committed credit card fraud. The things that I won't do for money. Are you Gunther? You do not appear to be Gunther. Are you Gunther? Larson the Bandit pulled some credit card fraud on me and took my dough. Okay. So I'm pretty sure Larson is the one who stole stuff from us when we first started the game, and his hideout was here. Oh, gross. What a cockroach. Okay. So it's not him. Oh. There's a star piece there, though, that I probably should have paid attention to. Okay. So that is wrong. That is not Larson. It's Larson. Where else are there bandits around here? Okay, there's this guy. I don't know where he went. Okay, so he's not that one. Where'd he go? Okay. So I do have to find him again. He's not that way. He is still not here. So that's good to know. Maybe he went... Gosh, I really don't remember where this guy runs. Maybe he went here? Doesn't look like it, however. Nope. That's okay. It was worth a try. I think I have to get up the house and behind to get to him. Or to get to that. Wait. He didn't go in here, did he? My gosh. Nope. Nope. He did not go in here. Where are you, Larson? Larson! Can I get across this gap? Yes, I can! Okay, so it was just the weird angle. Nice. I'm getting distracted. I have no idea where Larson is. Yes. And the best part is I think that was my third one. Oh, 4? Which means I think I can power up Stronged. Yes, please. Because I need Stronged to be Stronged-er. Woo! Well, he's happy at least. Where the heck is Larson, the bandit? Oh yeah, we have food, K. Menzel. That's exciting. Sorry I wasn't there to help you unpack. Oh wait, what if he went this way and not west? Gosh. This is the most runaround. He literally... Oh! That looks like him. Okay. So now he runs away again. Ah, darn it. This guy's here. I need a lot of money. It's fine. That's what I'm doing troubles for. Now, where do you think he went this time, guys? I've been to so many places and now I just have to go back to them all again. Okay, so he doesn't look like he's here. So Phalanx, we were having groceries delivered. In a sense, we use, Kim Menzel and I use like food service for some of our meals on weekends so that we can enjoy cooking really unusual things together. And so they deliver like meal kits and stuff. Aha! He is here this time. Perfect. Okay, so I got money. Yes. So you were delivering groceries to the fridge from the lobby. Oh, really? They didn't bring it up? That's okay. Our fridge is a mimic? Oh no! Okay, what else are we looking at? I've got maybe one more of these in here. I need something. Gotta slap a not a mimic sticker on it. Fair and valid! I might actually have one of those. Did I not have one? I think I got one of those from Scissor Dice and I'm not sure it's on anything yet. Okay, so this guy needs help with his memory. He's in front of the shop. Ooh. Well, at least that puts us near a save block. Okay, a good way to make money, but I forgot about it. I want to use shock treatment. Just keep hitting me in the head with that hammer until I remember. Am I the good guy? I've never had that happen. I wonder if I didn't hit him enough times. Oh my gosh. Okay. So Phalanx, I think the issue was, even though he's only reacting to hammer hits at a certain pace, it's like the game is aware of how many times you've pressed the B button, and so you probably need to press it a certain number of times so that he remembers. Okay, so apparently he found a place that will let him, like, sell things at a profit, which is fine. We're fine with that. Everything's fine. You know, Good old button mashing, you know? Let me see what's going on, because who have we got? So I'm going to take a quick look around Twitch to see if there's somebody that we can pop in on. Okay, we're going to try this. So there is a lovely streamer named Jupiter. I'm hoping that this works this time. And currently she is streaming Star Wars The Old Republic. So we're going to try and have a visit over with her. So thank you everybody for hanging out. Thanks for showing up. I always love seeing you guys. Thanks for the hype train, even if it was, you know, just to spite K Menzel, which is pretty valid. And thank you for the word of the stream for joining me on this journey. I will be live again. I don't even know what day it is. It's Thursday, right? I will be live again on Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the plan. So hopefully I will see y'all again soon. Have a great day.